Is there a gadget that goes into your skimmer to trap copper?
Well, I do not personally know of one that traps copper. I know that there's several different chemicals that can be added to the water that then traps the copper in the filter. I mean, maybe there's a gadget out there. It's something that I'm not
There's
familiar
those
with.
little pouches. I don't know what is in them. I've
Is
tried
that for
them
is that for copper though?
unsuccessfully. I feel like it's minerals, maybe
Minerals.
iron, and maybe it would do copper. Like see you later or Q later.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure. I know they
That
did not
maybe
work
that's
for me.
well, that might be the gadget part of it. Maybe they don't work real well, and maybe in certain environments they work really well, based on what else is in the water.
Let's talk about why copper would be in the water in the first place, and
Okay.
maybe there's more to this.
So oftentimes when we find copper in the water, it could be a chemical that you're using that's adding excessive amounts of copper. But typically, it's copper being taken out of something. Heaters, core of heaters. If your water chemistry is bad, your pH is too low, you've got an acidic environment or a caustic environment, it'll draw copper out of the heater itself and deposit it in the water, and that's why you get copper readings. There's copper algicides that could be used, and some of those might add over a long period of time would add a substantial amount of copper. There might be any other plumbing parts that might be copper based that could be leaching that as well. If there's any water features that might have copper pots or anything else, there's probably a lot of other places to look for copper, but the copper being in the water is more of the question than how do I get the copper out. Unless you know how it got there, then of course it's work at getting it out. But I would investigate how it got there in the first place.